everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. Today in this video we are going to see how to create new tasks in Zoho Projects for new issues in Jira. So here my objective is that whenever a new issue will be created in Jira software, then automatically a task would be created here in my Zoho Projects, and for that I'm simply going to create a connection between Jira and Zoho Projects with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect works on two principles. First is trigger and second is action. Here my trigger application is Jira software and my action application is Zoho Projects. To learn how to do this, let me take you to my screen. In this video, we are going to see how to create tasks in Zoho Projects for new issues in Jira automatically. And for that, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which will help us to automate this entire process. So as you can see over here that this is the landing page of this software, and on my right hand side you can see two options over here, sign in and sign up free. And if you are an existing user, then simply click on sign in, but if you are a new user, then please click on this tab sign up free. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and yes, you will also get 100 free tasks every month. So I'm simply going to click on sign in as I am an existing user. And here we have reached all Pabbly application page. Now let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And here we have reached the dashboard of this application. And if you want to create a new folder, then simply click on this plus icon over here and create a new folder. And again on my right hand side you can see a tab named as create workflow. Let's click on this. And here a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name the workflow. So I'm going to name my workflow as create new task in Zoho Projects for new issues in Jira. And here as you can see that we have to select a folder. Now I'm going to click on this drop down over here, and here you will find all the folders which you have created earlier. Now I'm going to select my folder as Jira to Zoho, and now let's click on create. So as I do that, here we have reached another window which has got us to extremely important events. First is trigger and second is action. Trigger is when this happens and action is do this. Basically, action here is the response of a trigger application. Now my trigger application is going to be Jira. Now let's click on this. And here we have to select a triggered event. This is the event which will make your workflow start. Let's click on this. And here you will find configure Webbooks. Now let's select this. After that, as you can see that we have received a Webbook URL which will act as a bridge between Jira and our Pabbly Connect account. And given over here are the instructions to set up this Webbook URL over here. So firstly, I'm going to copy this Webbook URL. And now let me take you to my Jira account. And here in Jira account, click on settings. And after that, click on system. And here in system, scroll it down and you will find advanced, and under advanced you will find Webbooks. So now I'm going to create a new Webbook by clicking on this plus icon over here. And after that, we have to name the Webbook. So I'm going to name my Webbook as demo Webbook. After that, we have to paste the Webbook URL which we have received from Pabbly Connect account. So I'm simply going to paste that Webbook URL over here. And after that, let's scroll it down. And here we have to enter the description. So here in description, I'm going to write a description as API issue. After that, let's scroll it down, and here we have to enter all the issues. For example, like this. So here I'm going to enter the issue as, so as you can see that here I've added the issue as project equal to connect app, and I'm going to add inverted commas in both the sides as I have issue in this particular project. And here we have to select the issue, and for that I'm going to click on create it. Now let's scroll it down, and here I'm going to click on create. And as you can see over here that demo Webbook has been successfully created. Now let's go back to our Pabbly Connect account. And as you can see over here, it says waiting for Webbook response. And there is a note, now log into the application where you have added the Webbook URL and do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the Webbook response. And now to do a test submission, let's go back to our Jira account. And after that, I'm going to click on create. And here I'm going to create an issue. So I have selected my project name as Connect App and my issue type as bug. After that, let's scroll it down. And here we have to enter the summary. So I'm going to enter my summary as API issue. And after that, here we have to enter the description. So I'm going to enter the description. So I've entered the description as there is an issue in API integration. And after that, I'm going to click on create. So as you can see over here that you have created an issue. Now let's go back to our Pabbly Connect account and check whether we have received a response or not. And as you can see over here that we have successfully received a response, and the issue event type name is issue created. And as you can see over here that the summary is API issue which I have entered, and we have received all the required details, and the description says there is an issue in API integration. And as we have received all the required details over here, which means we have successfully connected Jira account with our Pabbly Connect account, and it means we have successfully set up a trigger application. So as you can see over here that we have received a date in this format, and now to change the date format, now I'm going to take my action application as date and time formatted by Pabbly. Let's click on this. So I have selected my action application as datetime formatter by Pabbly, which is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect, and it will help us to change the date format. Now I'm going to select my action event, and my action event will be format date only. And now I'm going to click on connect. So now let's move ahead. Here we have to enter the date, and for that it says enter the date to be formatted. So here I'm going to map the date from the previous response which we have received to Jira, which is this. And now we have to select from format to format. So this is the from format. So I would like to change my format to this. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as you can see over here that we have received a positive response, and this is the result, and we have successfully changed our date format. Now I'm going to add another action application by clicking on this plus icon over here. And my other action application is going to be Zoho Projects. Let's click on this. And after that we have to select an action event. Let's click on this, and here you will find various action events, but I'm simply going to select create a task as I want to create a task. Now I'm going to click on connect. Now to connect Zoho Projects account with our Pabbly Connect account, we need to set up a connection. For that I'm simply going to select add new connection, but if you have an existing connection, please select existing connection. Now to add a new connection, I'm going to click on connect with Zoho Projects. And now to connect the application, here we have to enter the domain name, for example this. And for that, let me take you to the Zoho Projects account. And this is the domain over here. So I'm simply going to copy this domain from here. And after that, I'm going to paste it over here. And now I'm going to click on save. After that, I'm going to click on accept. And we have successfully connected Zoho Projects account with our Pabbly Connect account. Here we have to enter portal ID and the project ID which is required. So I have selected my portal ID as pabblytudes.com, and I have selected my project ID as PC1. And now let's move ahead. Here we have to enter task name, task description, and all the other required details over here. And for that I'm going to use a method called as mapping. Basically mapping means to insert the data from the previous step. And I'm going to enter all these details from the previous response which we have received through Jira. So I'm giving my task name as API issue, and after that for the description I'm going to enter the description as there is an issue in API integration. Now here we have to enter the start date, and for that I'm going to enter the start date from the response which we have received through date and time formatted by Pabbly, and this is the start date. Now I'm not going to enter the end date, but if you want to enter, so you can do that. Now I'm going to select my tackle list ID as tackle list. So as I've entered all the required details, now I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. And as you can see over here that we have successfully received a response, which means we have successfully created a task in Zoho Projects. Now let's go to our Zoho Projects account and check whether we have created a task or not. And here I'm going to refresh this page once. So as I've selected my tackle list as tackle list, so I'm going to click on this open details. So as you can see over here that I have successfully created a task in Zoho Projects named as API issue, and this is the start date, which means we have successfully connected our Jira account with our Zoho Projects with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now let's go back to our Pabbly Connect account. So as we have successfully set up a trigger and action application, and it was a successful workflow, so let's summarize this quickly. Here my trigger application is Jira software, and my trigger event is configure Webbooks. Here my action application is date and time formatted by Pabbly, and my action event is format date only. Here my another action application is Zoho Projects, and here my action event is created task. And if you also want to create new task in Zoho Projects for new issues in Jira, then simply follow this workflow step by step. Hope this video was a helpful one. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, then you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. If you want to ask any pricing related issue, then you can directly reach out to us at this website. And if you find this video helpful in any way, then do not forget to share it with your friends, and please subscribe to our channel to learn more such automations.